Hillsboro has won the toss. They have chosen to defer to the second half, and Festus does not pull a Texas, and they have chosen to receive. And so Hillsboro will choose the south end zone to defend. And so Hillsboro will be going right to left across your radio dial. Festus will be going left to right across your radio dial. As I mentioned earlier, Hillsboro out in their blue jersey tops with white pants, blue and white stripes down the side of the leg, blue socks for those who are wearing the long socks, and a white helmet with a blue H on the side. Festus is in white jersey tops with black pants and a gold stripe down the side, black helmets, and the gold tiger on the side. It will be deep to receive for Festus. Number 11, Jordan Wilkes, will be the deep man to receive it. Jaden Reddick is also deep to receive it, as well as Josh Mobley, who are the two up men. Placing the ball at the 40-yard line and getting set to kick it away for Hillsboro is number 40, Justin Sanders. He will place it on the near hash and boot it away. We are just about ready for game time. The Sanders is on his way. The kick is a low liner. It will bounce a couple times and be fielded by Reddick. He'll field it at the 25, going right up the middle to the 30. Breaks an arm tackle up to about the 37-yard line. And Festus will take over. 11:45, 6 seconds into this game. Eric, here we go.
Very nice starting field position. Broke one arm tackle. Hillsboro swarmed in on him. Festus, with these explosive offenses, Festus and Hillsboro do not want their opponent starting on a 35, 36-yard line.
And you said in pregame, field position is going to be so important in this game because both of these offenses can move the ball. That quarterback is Andrew Hayden. He is set to go under center. And he will flip it out to Jared Johnson, the Hillsboro transfer, on the end around the left side. Good yardage. Then whipped around and brought down. Some of the Festus Tigers starting lineup, the offensive line, Ryan Shepard, Logan Reynolds, Lucas Reynolds, Lane Reynolds, three brothers, two of them twins, Nate Jones and Brennan Schuler is a tight end. Jordan Wilkes and Coulter Eggmeyer are receivers. Jared Johnson, Jaden Reddick are running backs, and Andrew Hayden is the quarterback. Jared Johnson, one of the leading rushers and leading weapons for Festus, played quarterback at Hillsboro last year. 2nd and 1. Handoff to Reddick on the left side. He is hit and pushed backwards, and he will lose a couple of yards here. And a good stop by the Hillsboro D.
Hillsboro had that play sniffed out. They knew they were going back to the left side. They had 4 or 5 guys crashing that side of the line to bring him down. Give about half the team credit for a half tackle on that play.
So they will lose maybe half a yard. It will be 3rd down and a yard and a half to go for Festus at their own 45. A minute and 10 seconds into the game. Hayden going under center. Wilkes off the right tackle. Hayden hands it off. This is Reddick off right tackle, and he picks up a first down up to the 50-yard line and into Hillsboro territory. That was actually Jared Johnson, with the run. Johnson with a carry into Hillsboro territory, and he picks up a first down.
About 5 yards on that carry. That was just the line, and everybody just pushing that line back. Castleman getting in there. I think that's about his 2nd or 3rd tackle tonight for Hillsboro.
Into Hillsboro territory at the Hawk 49-yard line. Seth Castleman with the tackle. That's his 23rd on the year, 2nd on the team in tackles. Hayden takes a snap, rolling to his left, looking for an open receiver. He throws it downfield, and it is incomplete. He was looking for number 11, Jordan Wilkes, and on defense, Joe Melton. I don't think he broke it up, but he got a hand in there enough to get in Wilkes' face and keep him from catching it.
Wilkes had about a half a step on him. It was pretty good coverage, but he got that hand out there just at the last second to break up the vision so that he couldn't bring that pass in. It was a little behind Wilkes on that one. That would have been a lot of green on that one.
2nd down and 10, Festus from the Hawk 49. Hayden handing this one off right up the middle, nowhere to go. That is Jaden Reddick. He is stopped and pushed backwards. Ryan Ochoa, as well as Travis Cole in there on the tackle, pushed him backwards for a loss of a yard.
They just stood it up. You win the trenches that way. They just blew through the line and stood him up about a half a yard back.
So 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball just on the Hillsboro side of the 50. Hayden under center. Rolling to his left, looking to throw it. He's being chased down by a defender, And he is brought down and thrown out of bounds. Number 30, Drew Carter, an outside linebacker, broke through the line of scrimmage, chased him down from behind on the bootleg, threw him out of bounds. A sack for Drew Carter, and that will bring up 4th down and very long for Festus, and they will have to bring out the punt team.
Andrew Hayden saw him coming, tried out running, kicked it in another gear. Great hustle by Drew Carter just to stay with him and track him down.
So number 2 for Hillsboro. Number 2, Seth Castleman, will go back deep to receive the punt from Andrew Hayden. And Hayden takes a couple steps to his right, rugby-style kick. He will boot it away. It will drop at the 36. Great Festus roll, and it will go all the way down inside the 10, inside the 5. A great punt by Hayden. Somehow the ball stayed in bounds. They down that inside the 5-yard line.
I think if you ask Andrew Hayden, that running rugby punt he just pulled up, it was absolutely planned. That's exactly how he practices, to get that 25-yard roll right down the edge of the sideline and put it on the 2-yard line.
So Hillsboro will start at their own 2-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10, Hillsboro. They will come out on offense, looking at offense like this. Sam Mock is the quarterback, Seth Castleman, Chris Walsh, Trey Terry, the running backs. Offensive line, Brennan Genowine, Cameron Ganger, Pete Mock, Ryan Ochoa, Sean Armstrong. The Hillsboro game plan is to run it, then run it to set up the run, and then run it again. Sam Mock, the quarterback's going to take it himself with all kinds of room. Got a block out in front at the 40, and he is off to the races. Will they catch him? Nobody in front of him. It's Festus Terrebonne brought down from behind by number 11, Jordan Wilkes, inside the 20. A huge run on the first play from scrimmage by the quarterback, Sam Mock.
Sam Mock came around the end on that option play, just squirted through an opening, wasn't even touched, saw something back to the inside of the field. The next thing you know, it's a foot race. If Jordan Wilkes doesn't kick it in and track him down from about 7 yards behind him, that's 6.
A huge run for Sam Mock puts Hillsboro in scoring position at the Festus 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Mock under center. They send a man in motion. They hand it off to him. That's Seth Castleman on the end around. He is brought down from behind, and he will lose a couple yards.
2 players got a hand on him to slow him in, and I missed the number. And a Festus player came up from a linebacker spot and absolutely leveled him when he cleared the tight end.
A loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2 on the play for Hillsboro, and that make it more like 3. 2nd down and 13 to go from the 18-yard line. 8:38 and counting left in the first quarter. Mock under center. 3 men in the backfield. Castleman goes in motion. They hand it to the up man right in the middle.
Really?
I missed who that was.
Number 6, Trey Terry on the carry.
Trey Terry on the carry, the fullback. And he picks up a good maybe 7 yards. It will be 3rd down and 5.
The offensive line did their job there. They just pushed everybody backwards and just drove that ball for 7 or 8 yards. It was a good job by the offensive line on that play for Hillsboro.
8 minutes left, 3rd and 5, Hillsboro at the Festus 11. Mock under center. Castleman goes in motion again, and we get flags all flying up in the air. We get 3 flags, whistle, and they blow it dead. So the referees consulting each other on what the call was and if they all called the same thing. It's a dead ball foul, illegal procedure on Hillsboro. So that will back them up 5 yards. And that will make it 3rd down and 10 to go from the Hillsboro 11-yard line. It'll be Hillsboro 16.
In a game of this magnitude and as close as these teams are together, these penalties could be absolute killers at the end of the game.
So 3rd down and a long 10 for Hillsboro. They make a substitution. Brett Cole comes off, and number 11, Drew Bassan, comes on. Bassan probably brought the play in, so they break the huddle. Bassan will be a wide receiver, and all he's probably going to do is be blocking on the outside. 3 men in the backfield. Mock under the center. A man goes in motion. Mock hands it off. This is Trey Terry. He is hit and thrown down from behind. Number 5, Jaden Reddick, and a linebacker, got in there and stopped Trey Terry, and that will be a loss of 2, and Hillsboro will most likely go for it from here on 4th and 12 from the Festus 17.
That's how you play defense. You bust that play up by getting about 2 yards in the backfield, and that's how you disrupt an option play. It really messes up the read of the quarterback on that 3-read option.
7 minutes left in the quarter. Mock dropping back to pass, going to throw it over the middle, wide open, incomplete, just out of reach. He was looking for number 44, Caleb Lewis, the tight end, just off his fingertips, and Hillsboro will turn it over on downs.
They hid that play very well, set it up with run, 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 came off the play action fake and went right over the top with 44 coming out of the backfield, and he was open. It was there for 6, just couldn't quite bring it in off the right fingertips.
So Festus will line up 1st and 10 from their own 17 after the incomplete pass. That was a pass from Hillsboro, and that's really only their 8th attempted pass on the season. So Festus will come back out in offense, and they'll hand it right up the middle, and really nowhere to go for the running back. That is Jaden Reddick.
Looks like they gave him no gain on that play. Hillsboro interior, in between the tackles, their defense is doing a great job.
6:31 and counting here in the first quarter. No score between Festus and Hillsboro. Here at Hillsboro, Hayden under center, gives the handoff to Johnson. All kinds of room on the sweep on the left side. First down and more up to the 45-yard line. And a big first down pickup by Jarrett Johnson. Number 35 for Hillsboro, Alex Warren with the tackle.
Hillsboro defensively had that play snipped out pretty good. But Jarrett Johnson, as soon as he got the ball, he kicked it in and got around that edge before the pursuit could find him. Picked up 14.
1st and 10, Festus from their own 35. 6:12 and counting in the first quarter. Hayden hands it off. This is Wilkes with it. He is pushed and brought down from behind. Pushed backwards. He's going to lose a couple yards. Festus using a little misdirection as well. One thing we have not... Go ahead.
Good.
One thing we have not seen yet, this is the second drive for Festus. And now as I was just about to say that, during their Windsor game, Festus was kind of mixing up their offense with a little wildcat look, putting Jarrett Johnson and Andrew Hayden alternating at quarterback. Hayden started at quarterback, and it looks like he is still at quarterback with Johnson as a receiver and running back. That's Hayden again. He pitches to the right side to Johnson on the sweep, hit and brought down at the 39-yard line. Good pickup by Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 on the play.
Seth Castleman came over and absolutely said, "Welcome back to Hillsboro, Jarrett," and laid a hit on him. Great tackle by Castleman after he picks up about 7.
You know there's a couple players on Hillsboro's defense who are wanting to lay a good hit on Jarrett Johnson after he moved out of the district and now playing for the Festus Tigers after playing for Hillsboro last year.
All of them, that's the rule. You got to welcome me back.
3rd down and 5 for Festus. Hayden rolling out to his left side, going to throw it. It is incomplete. He was looking for Coulter Eggmeyer, being chased down from behind by Travis Cole. That will fall incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Festus has attempted 3 pass plays so far, and all of them have been roll out to the left. That's a very difficult throw for a right-handed quarterback. But on all 3 pass plays, Hillsboro has had pursuit coming from the backside that he's had to be aware of.
Coming into this game, Festus has had attempted 36 passes. That was split between Jarrett Johnson and Hayden. They have completed 16 of them coming into this game. 4:43 with the clock stopped after the incompletion. 4th down and 5, and Hayden will come out and punt it away, taking all kinds of time to boot it away. A sidewinder kick, and it will bounce out of bounds at where will they mark this one? The 34-yard line. So another punt for Festus, and they punt it away with Hillsboro with a little bit better starting position this time.
Festus showing a lot of respect for Castleman on that. They just plain and simple do not want him to get his hands on the ball and make any kind of a return. Hayden is just holding on to that ball for a 4 or 5 count as he's moving out to the right-hand side and then kicking it away, giving his pursuit plenty of time to get down the field.
So Hillsboro will come out of the huddle, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Hillsboro coming into today, Sam Mock, the quarterback, was 4 for 7 passing. Everything else had been a run. So they run it and run it and run it and run it, although they've already attempted one pass today on a 4th down. 1st and 10 from the 36 for Hillsboro. 4:34 left in the first quarter. Mock pitches it backwards. This is Walsh, his first carry of the game. He breaks through a tackle, and he's finally brought down at the 40. A good 4-yard pickup for Chris Walsh. And that's a very Chris Walsh run, a good strong run. Hit immediately, but kept going.
We had Hillsboro several times last year, and I don't remember Chris Walsh ever getting knocked backward on a tackle. One-on-one with Walsh is a bad idea. 2 or 3 taking Walsh down is a much better idea.
2nd down and 6 for Hillsboro from their own 40. Mock under center. Tight defense for Festus. Handoff right up the middle. This is Terry right through the middle. Hit. Keeps going and now brought down from behind by number 30 of Festus, Brennan Schuler, and he picks up the 1st down. Terry just ran over the first tackler and picked up 5 more yards after the contact.
Hillsboro absolutely had the right play called, or that was a read on that option, because Festus had a blitz coming on the right side. He ran right past the blitz to an opening on the right side of the line and blew it for 14.
3:45 and counting. Hillsboro into Festus territory at the Tiger 46. Handoff up the middle. No, Mock holds on to it. He is hit, loses it. It bounces right back up to him as he is taken to the ground. A fumble credit Logan Reynolds for coming in, sacking him, and getting credit for the fumble cause. And Mock, ball bounced out of his arm, and it bounced off the turf and right back to him as he was going down to the ground.
That almost looked like a broken play because it looked like he was trying to pitch the ball on the option. But when you get penetration like that on the guard side and hit the quarterback, it'll really disrupt the option play.
It's a loss of 10 for Hillsboro, making it 2nd and 20 with 3:06 left in the quarter. Mock hands it off to Castleman around the right side with plenty of room to the original line of scrimmage and out of bounds. We'll get a 10-yard pickup by Seth Castleman, but he is still very short of a 1st down.
They've got Castleman in motion all the time, and it really seems to be drawing a lot of the attention of the Festus players. They're giving the ball to him at the right time when Festus finally starts to, they don't pay attention to it.
There's no cowboy boots in here, I'm sorry.
Call it a 3rd and 11 for Festus after the 9-yard pickup. Well, by this time, with 2:55 left in the first quarter, by this time it was already, I think, 14-7 in this game last year. It looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Hillsboro. The Hawks will take a timeout. We will as well take our first timeout. You're listening to high school football on KJFF. Back in 30 seconds.
This is Chris Walsh, running back at Hillsboro High School. This evening, we at Hillsboro wish good luck to both teams participating in the football contest as the Hillsboro Hawks take on the Festus Tigers. As role models are more important than ever in today's society, we ask that everyone help serve as a positive role model at our events, whether home or away, and help in keeping our fine school traditions. Thank you to everyone for attending, watching, and listening to tonight's contest. And go Hawks!
Hillsboro High School. I'm Tommy Self. The Hillsboro Hawks hosting the Festus Tigers. This game on KJF brought to you by Tucker Homes, Serve Pro of Festus and Hillsboro. Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, Dunn Sporting Goods in Peebly, the Hillsboro School District, State Farm Agent Matt Woods in Hillsboro, Gazaway Collision Center, and Animal Care Services. Hillsboro with the ball, 2:55 left in the first quarter, looking at a 3rd and 11 from the Festus 47. Right out of the timeout, they've got 2 receivers split out to the left. Chris Walsh, the running back, is in at receiver. They flip it out to Terry with all kinds of room to the left side. To the 40, picks up a 1st down and pushed out of bounds right at the 1st down marker. They'll have to measure it, and looking at where they spot it, it will be a 1st down. Interesting play call by Hillsboro. They put 2 receivers out there on that left side. Chris Walsh, one of them, and they pitched it out to that direction.
When those 2 receivers absolutely took off down the field, they took all the coverage from the left side with them. It just opened things up for Chris Walsh on that carry. It was actually a lateral pass, and he just took off after he took that ball in and took it for 11.
So 1st and 10, Hillsboro from the Festus 35. 1 receiver out now, that's this time. 3 men in the backfield. One man in motion. This is a handoff to Terry up the middle. He is hit immediately and pulled back. That is Logan Reynolds in on the stop for Hillsboro.
They gave him about 2 on that play. Festus is really packing it up tight in that box. They've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in that box within 3 yards of that football. They're trying to take away that area between the tackles.
2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. This is a flip out to Walsh on the left side. Breaks one tackle, little cut back. A good pickup by Walsh. Now they try to pull him backwards. And a nice cut by Walsh. That was going way outside, but he kind of cut back towards the middle and picked up good yardage.
He came out here. He saw the defender coming down to bring him down and absolutely stopped on a dime and just let the defender fly right by him and then took off down the side for a pickup of about 5 or 6.
Good game by Chris Walsh. Now I think we'll get an official timeout. The head referee is running over towards the Festus sideline. They're not bringing out the sticks. I think he basically just ran over to say something to Festus head coach Russ Schmidt. Lee Freeman, the head coach of the Hillsboro Hawks. Interestingly enough, Lee Freeman played under Russ Schmidt when he was an assistant here at Hillsboro many years ago. Lee Freeman played as a lineman under Coach Schmidt, and later went on to play in college at Southeast Missouri State and Lindenwood University, and now he's back here as the head coach of Hillsboro, taking over in his first year after Brian Robbins headed to St. Clair. Pitch out on the right side with great room to run. This is Joe Melton, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Judging by the side judge over there giving him the first down, Joe Melton on the pitch saw a little bitty seam and tried to cut right through it, took off through there just enough to get that first down.
That will be a first down pickup for Joe Melton. First and 10, Hillsboro. Mock flips it back to Walsh. All kinds of room through a hole. One breaks. I think he lost the football for a second. Festus is saying they have it. I think it was number 30, Brennan Schuler, with the ankle tackle. Was the only one in the middle of that hole, was able to trip him up, and it looks like Walsh will pick up his own fumble if it did go out, as they say.
Brennan Schuler had gotten tripped up and was on the ground, and Walsh cut back against the pursuit and ran right over Schuler. Schuler got just enough of him to bring him down.
Second and 4 on the Tigers 19.
We're under a minute to play with 10 seconds left. It looks like Hillsboro is going to let this run out. That will do it for the first score. How about this? No score between Hillsboro and Festus after one quarter. We'll take a minute timeout. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
The same people you trust to clean up after fire or water disasters can also keep your house clean year-round. That's because the specialists at ServPro of Festus Hillsboro are trained in every category of clean. From mold remediation to cleaning of carpets, upholstery, air ducts, roofs, and crawl spaces. They're here to help protect every square foot of your most valuable possession, your home. That's the Bright Cleanup Team at ServPro Festus Hillsboro. 636-467-5444. 467-5444. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Hi, this is Nick from the Jefferson County Family YMCA, reminding you that youth basketball is just around the corner. At the Y, we promise no tryouts and no bench warmers. Every player plays at least half of every game. Our program is progressive with multiple age-specific levels. Games are safe, exciting, and fun. We encourage fair play, positive competition, and family involvement. So bring your child to the Y, where they will develop skills that go beyond the court. Registration ends October 6th. Call 931-YMCA or visit ymcastlouis.org for details.
Hillsboro's first play of the second quarter is a run right up the middle, and it won't get much. How about this, Eric? With both of these offenses playing the way that they are, they come into this game with Festus and Hillsboro both averaging close to 150 points scored on the season. No score after one quarter.
If you would have asked me what the score was in the first quarter, 0-0 would not have been one of my guesses.
3rd down and 4 for Hillsboro, and now they blow the play dead. It will be a dead ball foul, legal procedure penalty on Hillsboro. So that will back them up 5 yards. Another penalty for Hillsboro. I believe that is their second. Festus has not committed a penalty yet.
Yeah, I've only got him down for 2 penalties, both illegal procedures. Looks like the player is stepping back and going backwards first, which you cannot do. You have to go sideways before you can travel through your normal path when you're in motion like that. And it's been the same penalty both times.
So now a 3rd down and 9 for Hillsboro from the Festus 24. Mock under center, rolling to his right. He's being chased down from behind. Now he is sacked from behind. He's trying to break the tackle using the stiff arm, and I think number 60, Lane Reynolds, broke through and sacked him from behind. And Mock will lose at least a yard on the play, and that will bring up 4th down. They lose a couple yards. 4th down and 11 now coming up after the loss of 2.
That was looking an awful lot like a pass play. It may have been an option pass play where he could run to. He exploded into the backfield to get a hand on him. There was nothing he could do with that ball. He had Festus Tiger all over him.
So 4th down here. Hillsboro will go for it on 4th and a long 10 from the Festus 25-yard line. Same formation for Hillsboro. Mock rolling to his left. Going to throw it. It is incomplete, right in the breadbasket of Drew Bassan. Give credit to Jordan Wilkes for getting up there and at least getting a hand near it. I don't think he touched it, but he got a hand near it, and it was right in Drew Bassan's kitchen, and he just dropped it.
He dropped back to throw that ball. Sam had a Festus player right in his face. He stood in there, lofted it right over the top of the defensive player, and he had a step. He could have caught it. Wilkes got just that hand up just enough to shield his eyes. He dropped that pass. That could have been 6. That's 2 pass plays that could have been 6 very easily.
And how about this? Both times that Hillsboro has gotten close to the end zone, they have thrown it into the end zone on 4th down. Not the typical Festus play, the Hillsboro play calling that we would expect.
Not a big surprise that they're going to pull something out a little different when they're playing Festus.
So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line with 10.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Jarrett Johnson lines up at quarterback. He takes it himself, and he is piling forward, hit, and finally stopped. A good pickup of 11 for Jarrett Johnson. First time we've seen this tonight with Johnson lining up in kind of the wildcat formation. Now he has thrown it some, but Johnson in at quarterback, and he picks up a good 1st down.
He had a Hillsboro come in and hit him right in the knees. As soon as he caught that ball, great penetration. He did a good job of bouncing off that and picking up a hole in that line that had been vacated by Hillsboro and took off for 11.
A good pickup by Johnson. It takes it up to the Festus 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Johnson into the shotgun at quarterback. He fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw it. He's thrown and hit, and it is incomplete. He was socked right as he let go of that ball. I think number 30, Drew Carter, in on the hit, and it falls incomplete.
He had 2 receivers, one over, one under. He kind of threw that ball right in between both of them. That's a tough throw in that over-under throw, not to mention the fact he had a Hillsboro player just bearing down on him and wanted to put him into the turf.
I believe I just saw Travis Sproul walk into the stadium. Fantastic player for Festus, graduated last season.
Entirely too fast. He was very hard to officiate.
2nd and 10, Festus. Clock stopped with 9:57 left in the half. Johnson going to take it himself, running off right tackle, now hit and stopped at the 40, pushed backwards. I think kind of running the option play. And he'll pick up maybe 2, 3 on the play, was stopped at the 40-yard line. It will bring up a 3rd and long.
They faked the handoff to the player in motion going to their left, but Hillsboro players did a very good job of staying in their lanes defensively and not over-pursuing so that they could stop Johnson after a 2-yard gain.
So 3rd down and 7 for Festus from their own 40. Have not moved the ball very well. The Hillsboro defense has stood up. 3rd and 8. Snap back to Johnson, looking to the left, gonna throw it, and it is caught. Great catch by number 12, Coulter Eggmeyer. Hillsboro fans say no, but the referees say yes. And Jarrett Johnson completes it to Coulter Eggmeyer, and they are into Hillsboro territory for the first time tonight.
They gave him the catch on that one. That one was close. Credit to Coulter Eggmeyer for going down there, getting the hands underneath that ball and picking it up right off the carpet.
Into Hillsboro territory at the Hawk 43. First down and 10. First down and 10, Hillsboro. Excuse me, for Festus from the Hillsboro 43. Johnson in the shotgun, dropping back, going to throw it to the right. It is completed in the flat with room to run to the 40, to the 30. Good pickup. I think that was Coulter Eggmeyer again, and Johnson and Eggmeyer finding some completions and picking up first downs.
That was a great job. They stepped off Eggmeyer this time and showed him a little more respect after that last passing play. He cut the route off. Jarrett found him. He's playing a very traditional shotgun style now. Found him in an excellent run after the catch by Eggmeyer.
So first and 10, Festus from the Hillsboro 29-yard line after 2 straight completions from Jarrett Johnson to Coulter Eggmeyer. Johnson in a quarterback again in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Takes a snap, throws it over in the flat. This is to Wilkes. Tries to cut to the left, stiff arm. Down the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 15. Good pickup by Jordan Wilkes. He picks up the first down. 3 straight passes and 3 straight first downs for Festus.
Design play, threw it right to him, caught the ball, turned around, looked at the defender. He was one-on-one with the defender, faked him to the inside, stepped to the outside, put the stiff arm out there, goes down the field for 15.
Tigers pick up another first down. Andrew Hayden is on the field. He's not lined up at quarterback in this series. Now it looks like where he is shifting, he's backing up into the, unless he's going to the left side. No, he will go out to the left side as a receiver, and Johnson will remain in the backfield at quarterback. Standing at the Hillsboro 20. He's going to hand it off on the left side. This is Reddick, breaks through a hole into the end zone. Touchdown, number 5. Jaden Reddick with a 15-yard carry for the first score of the night, and Festus goes on top with the first score of the game.
Jaden Reddick showing he can get it done. At this point, he had 3 carries. He had 1 yard on 3 carries, just broke a 16-yarder, ran through there like a bull through a small hole and just blasted through there for 6.
A good block by the receivers on the left side of the field. And so Andrew Hayden will come out to attempt the extra point. He will place the kicking tee down. Coulter Eggmeyer will come on to hold it. 8:13 left in the half. Snap is back. Kick is up. It is right down the middle and good. And Festus goes up 7-0. 8:13 left in the first half. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on KJFM.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Hi, this is Mike Lowry with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law offices in Hillsboro or Festus. Since 1997, we have offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease and, most importantly, to achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsboro. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Festus scores the first touchdown of the game, and they lead at 7-0 with 8:13 left in the first half here at Hillsboro High School. Andrew Hayden will place it at the near hash and get ready to kick it away for Hillsboro. Chris Walsh is the deep man to the left. Trey Terry, the deep man to the right. Walsh standing at the Hillsboro 12-yard line. Hayden has enough leg to kick this into the end zone. He will kick it high but short, fielded by Terry at his own 5-yard line, running up the left hash. Breaks an arm tackle, cuts to the right side through the middle, still going, wrapped up, finally taking 5 Tigers to bring him down. A good return by Trey Terry and good field position to start this drive for Hillsboro.
Trey Terry did a great job there. He came up. That first arm tackle came in. He just bounced to the right just far enough that he couldn't wrap him up. Broke it back to the inside. It took 5 Tigers to finally bring him down.
So Hillsboro will start 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Well, we're about 15 minutes into this game. We've had one score, and this is only the 6th possession of the game. This is the complete opposite of what we saw last year.
What's ironic is a lot of that last possession was done from a very traditional shotgun look.
They hand it off up the middle. This is Chris Walsh, and he is wrapped up and spun around, and he won't get much, if anything. I think he might have lost one.
They're giving him about a half a yard. He must have spun around. Yeah, we had a very traditional shotgun look that we did not expect to see from 2 teams that run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
And Jared Johnson is probably not who you would consider Festus's passing quarterback. You would think Andrew Hayden would have that, although Johnson was the full-time quarterback last year for Hillsboro, but didn't throw it very much.
Maybe there's just that threat of him running is why they're using him in that set.
Absolutely. 2nd down and a long 9. Flip it to the right side. That's Castleman. He is tripped up. He might lose one. A nice tackle by number 51, Logan Reynolds, who got into the backfield and tripped him up.
I don't know if Logan got him. He was diving for him, or if that was the turf monster that got him on that one. It was just enough to catch him by the toe over there. He only had about 3 or 4 more yards to go before he ran into a wall of white, but it brought him down and credit him with the tackle.
3rd down and 8 after a 1-yard pickup. A long 1 yard for Castleman. 3rd down and 8. Mock under center. Dropping back, looking to throw it now on the bootleg to the left side. He's going to pull it down and run with all kinds of green to that side. Runs out of bounds past the 1st down marker, and Sam Mock will take it himself for a 1st down on a good 3rd and long, and I like that play call by Hillsboro.
That was an excellent play call. They showed pass right. He turned around on the bootleg to the left and just took off with everything he had. The pursuit was there. He did a smart move because when he got that 1st down, he just stepped out of bounds because there was a wall of white waiting for him at about 13, 14 yards.
And there was nobody to that side. That was the strong side of the field. Hillsboro put 2 wide receivers to this weak side. And Chris Walsh, this is interesting. You got Chris Walsh, probably your best running back, lined up at right receiver on the near side here on the strong side. They flip it back to Terry. He runs up the middle for maybe a gain of 2 as he hits a wall of Tigers. We have not seen a lot of Chris Walsh running it. It has been mostly Trey Terry. Coming into this game, Walsh leads them with 720 total yards. Terry with 452 total yards. Walsh averaging 14 yards a carry. Terry with 9 average yards per carry coming into this game, but it has been mostly Trey Terry.
Unofficially, I've got Chris Walsh for 4 carries for 16 yards.
2nd down and 7. Mock dropping back to pass. Going to throw it to the right side, looking for Walsh, and it is too long. Walsh on his horse, but he overthrew him by 3 yards, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 7. Seeing a lot of passing from Hillsboro.
Chris Walsh is a very, very fast player, and he outthrew him on that play, and it looked like Chris Walsh was a little bit gimpy running down that field. I wonder if he's not maybe nicked up or banged up a little bit.
So 3rd and 7, Hillsboro. Clock stop with 5:59 left in the 1st half. Mock under center, 2 receivers to the right side. Single coverage on the outside, 1 safety over the middle. Mock dropping back to pass. Now he's going to take it right up the middle himself. 1st down and more into Festus territory at the 45. Nice decision by Sam Mock. Logan Reynolds with the stop, as well as number 85 for Festus, Logan Byerly.
If he doesn't make that tackle there is a lot of green in front of him. Logan Reynolds just saved Festus from giving up 6.
Good pickup. That is the 2nd time that Sam Mock has run it for a 1st down on a 3rd and long this drive. Right at the Festus 45. Clock ticking with 5:47 left in this 1st half. A 7-0 Festus lead. They flip it back to Walsh, running the sweep with room to run to the 40 with all kinds of room down the sideline. Outruns a man. He is in. Touchdown. touchdown. What a run by Chris Walsh on the flip to the sweep to the left side. He takes a 45-yard run into the end zone for the touchdown. The first score of the game for Hillsboro.
Chris Walsh did what we always see him do. They pitch him the ball. He's drifting to the outside about half speed, looking for his blockers. He hits the edge and absolutely exploded down that sideline for 45 yards. Just as I say he's well below his season average, he cranks out a 45-yarder to put it right back up there.
It's like they've been hiding him or something. You're like, hey, don't forget we've got this guy too. So Hillsboro, not really a strong kicking game. They will line up and go for two. They've gone for two most of the time this year. Mock under center, same formation. They flip it to Walsh on the left side. He has got nowhere to go and sacked in the backfield. So the two-point conversion is no good. 5:36 left in the half. Festus on top, 7-6. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Comtree is now accepting medical and dental patients at our new facility in Hillsboro. Hi, this is Tracy Wicking. We accept most private insurances as well as Medicaid or Medicare. Those with no insurance may qualify for a sliding fee discount. Call us at 636-481-6040 for more information or to schedule an appointment at our new facility in Hillsboro. We want to be your healthcare home. 636-481-6040 or check us out online at comtree.org. Comtree, health happens here.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
5:36 left in the first half. Hillsboro gets on the scoreboard. They missed the two-point conversion, and they trail Festus 7-6. Hillsboro getting ready to boot it away. Number 91 for the Hawks, Cole Luby, set to kick it away. Jordan Wilkes is the deep man. It's a spiral kick, and it will go out of bounds. Illegal procedure penalty on the Hawks, and Festus can act them to either kick it again or take the penalty. And the way that this is looking, it looks like Festus will take the penalty. So they will start with the ball at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:36 left in this first half. Well, actually, now that I say that, it looks like Hillsboro is backing up. It looks like they're gonna ask them to kick it again. So Hillsboro will back up 5 yards on the place.
Looks like Festus has got 4 guys all in the back that can all run the ball, so they're looking for a fairly short kick and 4 guys that can do it and can put a return together.
So a 5-yard penalty on Hillsboro. They will place it at the 35-yard line, and they will kick it again. I'm not surprised with the talent that Festus has back there. Why not take the 5-yard penalty and get another chance at a return?
They put Amari Fisher back there, Zach DeRouche with their regular 2 return men, Wilkes, and 36, Josh Mobley. They got 4 guys that can flat out run. And if any of those 4 guys get a hold of the ball with a lot of green, this could be exciting.
Luby will place it at the 35-yard line. Give you some other scores from around the listening area. Herculaneum leads St. Pius 7-0 in the second quarter. Jefferson R7 on top of Crystal City 7-0. Luby set to boot it away once again. Wilkes is the deep man for Festus. Luby didn't even get it to him last time. This time it's a low burner, and it will be fielded at the 23-yard line. On the outside runner, and he will be pushed out of bounds. That is number 28, Zach DeRouche on the return, and a good return, and Festus will start this drive at Hillsboro territory.
Looks like Rush Schmidt made a good decision there by having him re-kick, and instead of taking the ball on the 35, they're starting on the 48, 52 yards to go. This could be the field position Festus wants.
You know, you said before this game was going to be all about field position.
And now that we've seen the way they're playing defensively, field position is even more important than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. 7-6 the lead for Festus. 5:29 left in the first half. Festus with the ball at their own 48. 2 receivers to the right. Single coverage over there. Jarrett Johnson into quarterback. He hands it off to Redding, running the sweep, and he's tackled from behind at the Hillsboro 46-yard line. A good pickup for Jaden Reddick.
Jaden Reddick is a very straight-up runner. He doesn't lean forward. But right when that contact comes, the shoulder pads and the helmet go down, and he just starts driving.
A 7-yard pickup for Festus, and it will be 2nd and 3 with 5 minutes left in this first half. Boy, a defensive battle from two teams who can just flat out score it so far tonight. Johnson running the option. He'll take it himself. All kinds of room, and then tackled from behind. Give credit to number 35, Alex Warren, the defensive back with the stop, but a big pickup by Johnson, and he picks up the first down and deeper into Hillsboro territory.
That was a good read on the option. He had the player to pitch to. The outside man took the option player and the pitch player away. Johnson saw that, turned the corner, and just took off through that little seam between the linebacker and the cornerback and picks up the first down.
To the Hawk 35. First down and 10. You know, every drive so far this game, the longest drive we've had was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and the shortest drive has been about 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Been much of the same from each team. Johnson fakes a handoff, will take it himself to the left side, and tackled, broke through one tackle. This is number 21 on the tackle for Hillsboro, Clayton Vasali.
Give credit to the Festus offensive line on that one. They had everybody and their brother pulling over there to open up that left side after they faked it to the man in motion, picking up 11 and another first down.
4:20 and counting, a 7-6 lead for Hillsboro. Looking towards the sideline. I don't believe Hillsboro has gone into a huddle tonight. Just kind of the muddle huddle, if you will. Johnson in the backfield at the quarterback. Hayden, the snap is high over Johnson's head. It's on the ground, and he jumps on it. And that was something we saw that Festus has had a problem with, is getting some snaps on punts, on extra points, and now during the game is they've kind of had some trouble with some of their snaps so far this season, and it almost cost them there.
If they had any kind of a problem in that Windsor game, it was on their long snapping. That was really the only Achilles heel we saw. That particular snap right there came in right at the face and was a bullet coming right at him. He just couldn't handle that one.
A big loss for Festus, a loss of about 8, will be 2nd and 18 with 3:24 left in the first quarter. Festus taking lots of time. It looks like they'll probably call a timeout here because they are not lining up, and the play clock's down to 2, now 1, and they will take a timeout. We will take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Gazaway Auto Center, located at the intersection of Highway A and Z in Hillsboro, provides quality, professional service for all of your mechanical and auto body repair needs. They have certified technicians to repair your vehicle, whether it's dings, dents, collision restoration, or mechanical. Gazaways also sells used vehicles with guaranteed finance approval. Call 636-937-3782. And remember, for everything automotive, think Gazaway.
We're back here at Hillsboro High School. 3:14 left in the first half between Festus and Hillsboro. I'm Tommy Self. Festus came into this game having scored 143 points on the season and allowing 66. Hillsboro has scored 156 and allowed 124. Knowing that, you would think we would have a offensive struggle, and it so far has been a defensive one.
It really has. I think the only people that aren't real happy about this, probably the cheerleaders, the only ones that are happy because they don't have to do all those push-ups that they're used to doing.
Yeah, they've only had to do 6 so far, the Hillsboro cheerleading squad has. So 2nd down and 18, 3:14 left in the first half. Jared Johnson in at quarterback, and he will hand it off to Jaden Reddick off right tackle, and he jumps forward for a gain of maybe 5, but still long way to go for Festus on 3rd down coming up.
That was a very unusual play because Jared just moves with Reddick, and he's got the ball in his stomach, and he's just watching the defense for about 3 yards, and then he finally decides to hand it to him. I don't know if he's looking for maybe going back to the left side if Hillsboro's over pursuing, but he's reading something on that play. It's a very unusual looking play.
Well, and I mean, even if he had taken it himself, he would have had the same run because they were both going kind of through that same hole on the right side. 2:34 left in this first half. Johnson rolling to his right. He'll pull it down and run with plenty of room. Cuts to the right. He is in. Touchdown. Nice run by Jared Johnson, weaving through the Hillsboro D, and he adds another Festus touchdown. 2:25 left in the first half.
There were absolutely no questions about what they were running there. That was going to Jared Johnson the whole way. He had the guards and the tackles pulling for him, getting out on that right side to seal the edge off, blow the cornerback out to open up that seam. After he got past the linebackers, it was all about Jared Johnson with some nifty moves to go around everybody in that last 7 yards, untouched, put it in for 6 more.
So Hayden on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, it's good. Festus goes up 14-6, 2:25 left in the first half. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
The Great American Sales Drive is here at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Hi, this is Brad Smith. Right now, get rebates from $1,000 to $3,500 on all minivans, plus 0% for 75 months, plus no payment for 90 days. Or check out the new 2015 Chrysler 200 with a huge $2,000 rebate. And for Ram, we've got you covered with a $299 sign and drive lease or $2,500 rebate plus 0% for 75 months. See us today at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus or at lucasmith.com.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peebly, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peebly, caring beyond prescription.
2:25 left in the first half. Festus scores again, and they go on top 14-6, extending their lead over the Hillsboro Hawks here at Hillsboro High School. Andrew Hayden out to boot it deep for the Festus Tigers, once again placing it out on the near hash, and it will be a high end-over-end kick. It will bounce at the 22-yard line, and they get whistles, and they are blowing this one down, a flag right at the kickoff line. This might be an offsides on Festus on the kickoff. I don't know if I have ever seen that. Rarely do you see that one.
Somebody just getting a little overexcited on that one. That looked like a set play where they're just trying to chip it
kind of a
air.
half onside kick in a way. Kick it high right at somebody that's probably not used to fielding it. And obviously it was, because it was somebody on that side of the field that was trying to get down there quickly, and they jumped offside. So it's a 5-yard penalty on the Festus kickoff. Is that Festus's first penalty of the day?
Yes, it is.
First penalty of the day for the Tigers. Backs them up to the 35. They will kick it away once again. Second penalty on a kickoff we have seen tonight. 2:25 left in this first half. Andrew Hayden taking the methodical steps back, and he is ready to go. Here it comes. High end over end kick. Trey Terry going back. He will let it bounce and go into the end zone for the touchdown. And Hillsboro will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. That touchdown drive by Festus was the longest by time of the game at 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Every other drive has been less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
There is something in the universe wrong if your longest drive of a half is 3 minutes and 4 seconds. That is very unique.
Yeah, I mean, and these are unofficial numbers. I mean, 2:30, 2:21, 2:11, 2:20, 2:16, 2:28, and 3:04. Those are unofficial numbers, is what I've counted up. So
those numbers wouldn't surprise me in a Festus Hillsboro game, but you would expect a lot more score.
More score than just 14-6. Handoff right at the middle to Trey Terry, breaking through arm tackles, and a good pickup by him. He'll gain about 7 on the play with 2:16 left, and I wouldn't put it past Hillsboro to be able to possibly run it down and score again, but they do have a long way to go. Although they did start at their own 2-yard line, but that ended up in a turnover on downs. Their one touchdown came starting at their own 29-yard line. It was a 2-minute 28 drive that resulted in a touchdown. 2nd down and 3, Hillsboro, under 2 minutes to play from their own 27. Mock Hands it off to Walsh, running the sweeper on the left side with all kinds of room, trying to get to the outside on the afterburners. He is thrown out of bounds, and a huge run again by Chris Walsh, and Jordan Wilkes was the one that pushed him out of bounds. And a lot of respect right over there. They gave each other a high five after that good hard hit by Wilkes.
On the play that Walsh broke it for 45 yards, he saw Jordan Wilkes coming and absolutely kicked in the afterburners. This time, Jordan Wilkes took the line. He went after Walsh. It wasn't going to happen again on Wilkes' duty.
With 1:42, Walsh did get out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. At the Festus 47, run up the middle, not much. Terry dives forward for maybe 3 yards. I do like the sportsmanship between Walsh and Wilkes over there, though. Walsh came up and Wilkes gave him a little high five, just kind of mutual respect. These are two teams that want to beat each other, but it's not exactly hate, just a good old-fashioned clean rivalry.
It really is, and it's good to see the kids playing like this. You know, our coaches always used to...
We might not see that by the end of the game, though.
No, our coaches always told you, if you knock the guy down, you help him back up so you can knock him down again. That's just good sportsmanship.
At the Festus 44, Mock dropping back to pass, going to throw it to the right side, looking for Walsh. It is incomplete. Walsh gave it a dive, and he was short by a yard. That stops the clock at 1 minute left in the half. We have already seen as many passes this game as Sam Mock has completed all the season, according to the stats that Hillsboro gave me.
When you come into a game like
and they're throwing it to Walsh, too.
They know each other so well that you have to put in some sort of a new wrinkle so that you can keep the other team's defense honest. And tonight it's been the passing game. No trickery on the run, good hard running, but the passing play is where they're trying to keep the defenses honest.
3rd and 7. Clock stopped in a minute. Mock drop it. Now the ball is loose. It's on the ground. And Festus is saying they got it, but I think Hillsboro jumped on it. Yes, Hillsboro. Or did Festus get it? Festus did recover. Fumble recovery by Festus with 47 seconds left, and they knock it loose from Sam Mock's hands, and they'll have 47.7 seconds left to maybe run down and get a good long Andrew Hayden field goal.
Logan Reynolds is the one that came out of that pile with the ball in his hands. He may not have had it when he got there, but when the referee separated everybody, he was the one holding on to it.
Yeah, a lot of times that possession might change when they're in the pile.
You get a good pile down there, that's just like a free-for-all.
Yeah, basically. The referees are asking them to change the time on the clock. I don't know if they're they're putting about 8 seconds back on the clock. They have reset it to 55 seconds left in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll come back here and recap the first half. Not a whole lot there to recap. Then we'll send it back to our KJF studios for highlights of the first half and scores from around the area. 1st and 10, Festus with the ball at the 50. Hayden at quarterback, and he hands it off to Wilkes, running the sweeper on the right side. He picks up the first down and more, and tackled just shy of the 30-yard line. A big pickup for Jordan Wilkes.
If Seth Castleman doesn't hustle over there and bring Wilkes down, you could be looking at another 6 from 50 yards out. Good hustle by him. Great run by Wilkes.
Clock stopped for the first down. They will restart it when they set the ball. Good pickup by Wilkes. 14-6, the lead, Festus. With enough time to possibly get another touchdown here. They do have a strong-legged kicker if they do run out of time. They hand it off left side. This is Johnson. Cuts to the middle. Now back to the outside. He is brought down right at the numbers at the 20-yard line. A good pickup for him. He's going to be right at the first down marker, and from where they're spotting it, I think he might have picked it up.
Good 12-yard run. Festus student body left, getting everybody out there trying to get a hat on somebody from Hillsboro. Give him a lane to run through. He picks his way through very nicely. Looks like Jarrett Johnson's coming off. He might be holding his arm or something. He might have gotten a little dinged up on that play.
So Johnson picks up the first down, and we get a timeout called by Festus. We will take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, Missourian, we're for you.
See Alan Depew, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Crystal City. If you're in Jefferson County, Alan's got you covered.
29 seconds left in the first half. Festus with the ball after calling timeout after the good Jarrett Johnson run, and they've been moving the ball here in the second quarter, but a little bit better than we saw in the first.
They did. They went back to Andrew Hayden at quarterback. They put Jarrett Johnson back in that running back or slot back position. It looks like Jarrett Johnson might have gotten a little dinged up on that play. I actually think he got hurt on that play with the snap, the bad snap. He came up kind of holding his arm or hand or something. Looks like he might have aggravated it again, but they are running the ball and moving the ball very effectively on this drive.
29 seconds left. Festus up 14-6 with the ball at the Hillsboro 21. Andrew Hayden, a quarterback under center, dropping back to pass. Looking left, throwing it to Eggmeyer. It is intercepted. Did they intercept it? Yes! Intercepted by Hillsboro. Number 21, Clayton Vasali, just took it away from Colter Eggmeyer in the... No! Now they're saying a touchdown? Now they're saying it's a Festus touchdown. One referee is saying a safety, one is saying a touchdown. Lee Freeman is down there arguing, and the referees are having to sort this one out. Now the head referee is coming over. What's he signal? He is signaling a touchback, so it will be a Hillsboro interception. Wow, that was a situation there for a second.
It really was. But it's good to see the referees get together, and hopefully they got the right call. That's the objective here, is to get the call right. The only thing I can think of that the referee back there saw, or the umpire saw back there, is Eggmeyer coming down with the ball, and the Hillsboro player took it away after they were on the ground. But the officials got together. They're explaining it to Coach Schmidt now, and they seem to be, they're all together. They're going to explain it to him. It's a touchback. They're spotting the ball on the 20.
So after a costly fumble for Hillsboro driving, they come up with the interception in the end zone. And if there was that's a tough place for an interception, because had that been a score, Festus would go to the locker room possibly up 2 scores.
Absolutely.
Excuse me.
And Eggmeyer had a step going back there. Andrew Hayden just underthrew that ball just a little bit. He put just a little too much air underneath that ball instead of just getting it over the top of the defense where Eggmeyer can make a play on in the back of the end zone.
Well, credit Clayton Vasali. That could come back to be pretty big depending on what the score ends up being. We might look back on that, and that interception by Clayton Vasali in the end zone may come back to be the play of the game. 22 seconds, Hillsboro takes over at their own 20. Mock dropping back to pass. Now he has to scramble, and he's going to pull it down and run, and he'll pick up maybe 5 yards on the play, and the clock will most likely run out of here. Actually, I think Hillsboro called the timeout. So Hillsboro will call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Summer break is over. The kids are back in school, and you haven't got to take that weekend getaway you've been wanting. Well, call the babysitter, because at AAA Check Advance, first-time customers can get a loan with 0% interest. That's right, borrow money for free. Find out how by calling AAA Check Advance, with locations in Crystal City and Farmington, because you need a weekend getaway.
And a half seconds left in the first half. Hillsboro with the ball at their own 25 after a 5-yard carry from Sam Mock. 12 and a half seconds left. Now you'd think Hillsboro would probably want to throw it deep, but really your big play threat is a sweep to the left side by Chris Walsh.
Realistically, I wouldn't be surprised to see Hillsboro show deep just to try to run off the defenders on one side of the field and see if Walsh can't crack one, because we've seen him absolutely eat up yardage quick.
Where will Walsh line up? Walsh is lining up, standing just behind the right tackle. Mock takes the snap, hands it off to Walsh, running up the middle, now weaving through defenders, back towards the middle, hit and stopped, brought down in a quick timeout called by Hillsboro after the first down pickup from Chris Walsh with 5.7 seconds left, and a first down pickup by Walsh. Another first down pickup by Chris Walsh. Well, Make sure you stick around at halftime. We'll come back here and look back at this first half that it was, and we'll send it back for first half highlights and look at the scores from around the area. Many top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Studies show that Jeffco graduates who transfer to four-year universities do as well or better academically than their peers. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu and discover your future today. 5.7 seconds left for Hillsboro. You've got time for probably one play left. What is Lee Freeman draw up here with the ball at their own 38? Because they have to get a touchdown if they want to score.
Absolutely. And like I said, it looks like they're going to come out in pretty much a similar set, but they have moved their receiver, 83 Brett Cole, out to the right side. Maybe they're just trying to run Wilkes off to give Walsh a little room. Maybe Festus, they're trying to catch him pinching in for a run play.
I can't tell where Chris Walsh is lined up. Mock dropping back to pass. He escapes one tackle, and now he's brought down. Number 5, Jaden Reddick on the sack, and that will do it. Jaden Reddick sacked Sam Mock to end the first half. Start of the second half here at Hillsboro High School. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. Festus on top, 14-6. Hillsboro trailing, and the Hawks will get the ball first to start this second half. It was a very even first half with the exception of the scoreboard. Total unofficial time of possession for Festus in that first half, about 10.5 minutes. Hillsboro with about 9 minutes of first half possession, so pretty even on the time of possession, but Festus with the 8-point lead. Hillsboro will be going from right to left. Festus will be defending from left to right. As the teams were going off to the locker room, Trey Terry was limping, and he was the last man out. And as I look across the Hillsboro sideline, I do not see Trey Terry. There's the kickoff from Andrew Terry. It's a short one. It will be fielded at the 15. Brought to the 20. Now cuts around to the outside. Running down the sideline, he is brought down. A good tackle from behind. Clayton Vasali with the return for Hillsboro, and the Hawks will start with great field position at their just at about their own 45. Good starting field position for the Hawks.
Great little bounce move left to right to miss that. They can miss that tackle. Pops right out of that thing, out of that power. He drives forward. If Amari Fisher doesn't get up there and get him by the ankles, he's going a long, long way.
So Hillsboro will take over at their own 44-yard line, 10 seconds into this first half. And there's Trey Terry lined up at fullback, so it looks like he was okay. They pitch it to Castleman on the right side, hit, and brought down a good maybe 3-yard pickup by Seth Castleman. Brennan Schuler on the tackle was the man that hit him first.
They were right there looking for him on that play. Festus wasn't surprised. They just stayed right in their lanes and drove forward looking for anything coming out of that backfield.
2nd and 7, Hillsboro from the Hawk 47-yard line. Clock ticking at 11:20. Tight defense here. They pitch it to Walsh, running right up the middle, gets a block, and now he's hit. Ball comes loose, and Festus has it, and they come up with it. Number 43 for Hillsboro, Alex Keithley, basically just took it right out of Chris Walsh's hands.
Keithy and another Festus player came up and absolutely met right at Walsh and put a hit on him. And when they did, Keithy just pulled the ball right out of his hands, took it over. Festus on the 48-yard line.
So Festus takes over, and ball never hit the ground. Keithley just took it right out of Walsh's hands, and Festus takes over at the Hillsboro 48-yard line. Big play for Hillsboro there. Chose to get the ball at the start of the second half, and it comes back to they won't be able to use that as their advantage. 1st and 10, Festus. Andrew Hayden at quarterback. They hand it off to Jordan Wilkes on the sweep on the left side, and he'll pick up a couple yards. Fights for yardage. He'll pick up maybe 2.
Jacob Menees getting in there, getting a hold of him, pulled him down after about a 2-yard gain. Good run by Wilkes, good defense by Hillsboro. They just trailed that play across the side and just started picking off his lanes. He had no place to go.
2-yard pickup for Wilkes, 2nd and 8. Festus looking towards the sideline. Jared Johnson is lined up in the backfield as a running back. He is standing just off the right tackle's hip, and Jordan Wilkes on the right side. They hand it off right up the middle to Reddick. He bounces off a tackler, and he'll pick up good yardage up to the 40-yard line.
Reddick picking up on seven on that play. That was an excellent job by him. The defender came in and absolutely met him at the line of scrimmage. Knocked each other. Both went backwards a little bit, and then he started driving forward again and picked up 7 on the play.
To the Hawk 41. 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes into this second half. Festus on top, 14-6. 3rd down. Hayden under center. They flip it out to Reddick on the left sweep off tackle. Brown, you lose one tackler, breaks through an arm tackle, and now finally brought down after a good pickup up to the 24-yard line. A nice run by Jaden Reddick and a good first down pickup on a big run.
Jaden Reddick is doing an exceptional job. I saw him as a power runner before. He's doing a very exceptional job of just veering a little bit left or a little bit right so that they can't get a good straight-on hit on him and wrap him up to tackling, and he just drives right through those arm tackles, picks up 18 on that play.
Big pickup by the Tigers. They have the ball at the Hillsboro 23, 1st and 10. Hayden under center again, hands it off. This is Johnson running the right sweep. Hit and brought down. He basically ran over Seth Castleman, and now a flag late. Holding on Festus, so a bad penalty there by the Tigers, and that will back them up 10 yards.
That was a very, very late flag. That was an unusual call.
Yeah, the play was basically over, and the head referee tossed the flag in there. So they will mark 10 yards off from the spot of the foul, back them up to the 33-yard line. So it will be a 1st down and 20 to go for Festus from the Hillsboro 33.
Only 15 yards on 3 penalties in the first half. We have 10 here.
Hayden under center again, flips it to Reddick, running left sweep, and is tripped up at the 30, and he'll pick up maybe 3 yards on the play.
Hillsboro defensive flight on the right side. They just got down low in a 4-point stance and just drove forward. No lanes, just pile people up. Reddick had really no room to run on that. He did good to pick up 3.
2nd and 16, 8:56 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. Festus leading Hillsboro 14-6 here at Hillsboro High School. Hayden rolling to his right, getting chased from behind, and he will just get rid of it. And we are going to get a flag as number 30, Drew Carter, give Hayden a shot. That might be roughing the passer. And we have a Hillsboro player that is slow to get up. Number 71, Cameron Ganger, is slow to get up, and they will bring out the... So it is going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer on Hillsboro, and Cameron Ganger is down on the field of play, and he is injured and slow to get up. This game on KJFF brought to you by the Lowry Law Firm. Here in Hillsboro, Medicine Shop Pharmacies, Plaza Tire Service, Comtree, YMCA of Jefferson County, Farm Bureau agent Alan Depew and Joe Reed, all of those in Festus, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto, as well as Tucker Homes in Festus, Serve Pro of Festus and Hillsboro, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus, Dunn Sporting Goods in Peevely, the Hillsboro School District, State Farm agent Matt Woods in Hillsboro, Gazaway Collision Center in Hillsboro, kind of halfway between Hillsboro and Festus, and Animal Care Services in Festus. Look around the out-of-town scoreboard. Park Hill Central leads Potosi 20-0 in the 3rd quarter. Sykeston leads Farmington 14-10 in the 3rd quarter. Fredericktown trails St. Genevieve 15-8. St. Pius and Herculaneum are tied up at 14 in the 3rd quarter. That is a big game because both of those teams in a similar situation like this, both teams 3-1 and 2-0 in conference play. So that's a very important game there. Valley Catholic all over Grandview at the half, 57-0. Duchesne leads North County 17-6. Afton on top of Perryville 35-0. Windsor on top of DeSoto 21-19 at the half. Fox leads Seckman 14-0 at the half, and Oakville leads Northwest 21-6 in the 2nd quarter. Cameron Ganger is limping off the field, putting no weight on his left foot. And he is being helped off the field now.
Festus was trying to set up a middle screen. They tried to make it look like a rollout pass right, but they were trying to set up a middle screen with Reddick in there. Hillsboro did a good job of sniffing that out, and you just go into that where they're trying to set up the screenplay and just start tackling people to disrupt that. Unfortunately, one of their big men got rolled up in the pile up there. And the bad part about it is, too, that's a lot of times you'll get that roughing the passer play on that because you essentially just hit the defending player and then let him go. So he thinks he got around you, and he's just got a full head of steam going at the quarterback, and then you end up with these kind of plays where it's 15 yards, and now they're 2nd and 3rd and 1.
From the 15-yard line, handoff right up the middle to Reddick. He is hit immediately and stopped. Caleb Lewis, the defensive back, got into the backfield and slowed him up and brought him down.
Festus wanting to play power football there and just make sure they get this first down. Looks like it's going to be pretty close.
And looks like they are going to be just shy, so it will be 3rd down and inches for Festus from the Hillsboro 14-yard line. Single coverage on the outside, 1 receiver to the left, 3 men in the backfield. Hayden hands it off to Reddick, running forward, dives forward. He will pick up the first down in a little bit more, gets to the 10-yard line, a first down pickup, and it will be 1st and goal coming up.
Nothing fancy here. Festus is handing the ball off right up the middle. Power football, letting the Reynolds trio get up there and just try to push some guys back and pick up that first down.
So 1st down and goal, Festus from the 10-yard line of Hillsboro. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, 14-6, the lead for the Festus Tigers. Looking towards the sideline for the play call. Coaches going through the hand signs. The players looking down at their wristbands for what play means what number. Hand off to Jarrett Johnson. Big hole. Now he stopped. Bounces off 2 tacklers and finally brought down up to the 5. He was hit a couple times and hit pretty hard, but he kept going. And a good carry for Johnson up to the 5-yard line.
2 players got in there, got a hold of him, spun him around backwards. He just ran the last 2 yards backwards to pick up 5.
This right here is the longest drive of the game. Festus started with 11:11 left in the 3rd quarter. We are at 7:11, so a 4-minute drive. This is the longest one of the game so far. Hayden going under center. He takes the snap, flips it out to Reddick on left sweep, bounces off 1 tackler and just kind of trips over, and he won't get much, if anything.
Looked very similar to the last play. He got turned around after he ran into one of his own blockers, spun around backwards, and just kind of fell forward for about 2.
And it will now be 3rd down and goal from the Hillsboro 3-yard line. Festus.
You can see what Festus is trying to do. They just want to sustain a drive and take time off that clock and build that lead up.
Hayden under center, hands it to Johnson, the same side, and nowhere to go, and Hillsboro stops them. Maybe got 1 yard on the play. This is maybe to the 1-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down and goal. Hillsboro with the stop here, and I think we're going to have to call they're calling official timeout. A Festus player is down on the field and slow to get up. I believe that's Jared Johnson, so that would be a bad loss for Festus if he had to miss time on the field.
After that last play, he went back to the huddle, and it looked like he was trying to stretch out. It looked like he might be cramping up a little bit. Pretty quick to do that here in the 3rd quarter, but he was trying to stretch out that left calf, I believe.
Earlier, the Festus scored the first touchdown of the game on a 15-yard carry from Jaden Reddick for his 8th touchdown of the year. And Jarrett Johnson, with 2.5 minutes left in the half, scored his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. Lone touchdown for Hillsboro came off the carry, a big 45-yard carry by Chris Walsh for his 12th touchdown of the year. Festus player is still injured down there on the field. Many top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Studies show that Jeffco graduates who transfer to four-year universities do as well or better academically than their peers. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu and discover your future at Jefferson College. That is Jarrett Johnson, and he is slowly limping off the field under his own power, but that would be a big loss if he could not continue or if he was slowed at all. Looks like Festus will bring on the field goal unit, looking at a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
Jarrett Johnson had 94 yards in the first half on 10 carries. He picked up 11 on these 2 carries. He just got over 100 yards, and it really looks like he's cramping up.
So 4th down and goal, and Festus will bring on the field goal unit. They need to hurry up with 8 seconds on the play clock. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. And Andrew Hayden kicks through the 18-yard field goal, and Festus extends their lead to 11 with 5:49 left in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Hi, my name is Clarence Tucker, owner of Tucker Homes Incorporated. Some of you know me as CT. For nearly 3 decades, Tucker Homes has been serving all of Jefferson and surrounding counties. We have a goal at Tucker Homes to create a personalized home that represents your taste. So if you're in the need of a contractor for any reason, I suggest that you look at our website, tuckerhomesinc.com, and you'll see some of our past work that we're most proud of. Again, that's tuckerhomesinc.com, or give me a call at 314-808-6594, and come see the difference at Tucker Homes.
This is Chris Walsh, running back at Hillsboro High School. This evening, we at Hillsboro wish good luck to both teams participating in the football contest as the Hillsboro Hawks take on the Festus Tigers. As role models are more important than ever in today's society, we ask that everyone help serve as a positive role model at our events, whether home or away, and help in keeping our fine school traditions. Thank you to everyone for attending, watching, and listening to tonight's contest. And go Hawks!
5:49 left in the third quarter after the field goal by Andrew Hayden, the 18-yarder. Festus extends their lead to 17-6. We've got an old-fashioned football game here at Hillsboro High School. Hayden set to boot it away again on the kickoff. Chris Walsh and Andrew Vasali back to receive it. This is fielded by Vasali off his helmet. It will almost go out of bounds. He has to pick it up at the 1-yard line, and I think he stepped out of bounds. Wow. Sally steps out of bounds. As he was picking it up, his toe touched the sideline, and so Hillsboro will start at their own 1. A very well-executed kickoff by Andrew Hayden.
I think that kick surprised him. It carried a little farther because he actually started stepping forward as he was coming across, and it carried a little farther than he thought it was going to. Came in, and he did the one thing that coaches always preach about. Catch the ball with your hands, and it hit him right in the shoulder pads and bounced off. Hillsboro with a very difficult starting position here.
They started earlier this game at the 2-yard line. They eventually turned it over on downs after a 2-minute and 21-second drive. They trail at 17-6 coming out of their own end zone. They hand it off right up the middle. I believe this is Joe Melton on the carry. No, that was Trey Terry on the carry, and he didn't get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down and long. 5:31 and counting here in the third quarter. Festus leading 17-6. 1-yard pickup for Trey Terry. 2nd and 9 from the Hillsboro 2. In the shadow of their own goalpost. And now we get a false start by number 79, Ryan Ochoa. That will be a 1-yard penalty after half the distance to go, and they'll go back to where they started this drive at their own 1.
After a first half, we only had 3 penalties totaling 15 yards. We've had a 10-yarder, a 15-yarder, and now a half a distance to the goal. The mental part of this game, these guys have to keep their head in this game. They can't hurt themselves with penalties. This is still a close game.
2nd down and 10. Hillsboro could use a big play here. Looking at a 2nd and 10 at their own 1-yard line. Haven't had a lot of negative plays, but I'm sure Festus would love to get a safety. They hand this off to Terry up the middle. Actually, no, they faked me out. That was a carry by Chris Walsh. That was something that Hillsboro does so well, is the misdirection. Chris Walsh with the carry. But, again, he didn't pick up much.
Chris Walsh, second carry of the game. His first carry is when they just stripped the ball from him after two players hit him. Picks up 2 on that play. 2 yards that Hillsboro desperately needs, if nothing else, to give themselves a little bit of breathing room here.
And Hillsboro doesn't necessarily have a very good punt team, so they brought up a 4th down. Couldn't imagine them going for it this deep in their own territory, but we give Festus very good start field position. 3rd down and 7. Mock dropping back to pass, going to throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for number 23, and it went right off his chest. Number 23, Jacob Meyer, off his chest, and it falls incomplete, and Hillsboro will have to punt after a 3-and-out.
That was a great read. He had one-on-one coverage on the outside with not much underside help. He cut right to the inside of the receiver. That would have been a long play if he could have brought that in. Coulter Eggemeyer got a hand in there just in time to put a hit on him to break that up.
Looks like Sam Mock will be the punter for Hillsboro. He is standing at the back line. He will punt this away. This is a good kick. It will bounce at the 30 and take a Hillsboro bounce. It won't get out of their own territory there. It will roll down to the Hillsboro 43, and that is where Festus will take over with 3:50 left. So not a good series there for Hillsboro, and once again giving Festus very good field position.
You really don't want to do that. Festus did a good job after that fumble recovery of just putting together power football and eating the clock up until about 6:47 left in the 3rd quarter on the last drive. And I'm sure we would be, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same thing here where they just try some power football, keep getting the 1st down, keep the chains moving, run the 3rd quarter out, and try to go into the 4th quarter with a score here to try to build a little bit more sizable lead against this Hillsboro team.
That was a 1-minute, 56-second drive for Hillsboro, and the Festus Tigers will start for the 2nd consecutive drive in Hillsboro territory, this time at the Hawk 38. This time the handoff to Wilkes on the left side. Cuts back towards the hash mark. He is hit, and he'll maybe get 1 on the carry.
It was a good job by him to get 1. There was a lot of confusion in that backfield, people running into each other. The guards were trying to get pulling onto that left side. They were running into the pullback or the quarterback and the halfback. There was a mess back there. Festus should be very happy to take 1 yard on that play.
2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. 1-yard pickup, 3:15 left. Festus leads Hillsboro 17-6 here in the 3rd quarter. It's been a slow, methodical game. And now off to flip back to Reddick with room to run. A couple little dance steps, and he gets close to the 1st down. Kind of weave through the Hillsboro defense, and he is close to the 1st down marker, and he did pick it up. A gain of 10 on the play and a 1st down.
That was a good job by Reddick by reading the defense. That play was designed to go to the right. As soon as he broke the line of scrimmage, he immediately cut back to the left, even surprised his own teammates against the pursuit at Hillsboro to pick up 11 and a 1st down. That's the kind of football Coach Schmidt wants to play here in the 2nd half. He just wants to eat that clock up.
1st and 10. Festus again at the Hillsboro 27. 2:43 up 17-6. Hayden under center. He'll hand this one off. This is Johnson off left tackle. Cuts back towards the middle. And he'll pick up a good carry up past the 20-yard line. That's about a 7-yard pickup. And Jared Johnson back in the game. Looks like he's running okay.
Yeah, I think he was just cramped up because they were looking like they were working on him with cramps. Another run that was designed to go to the right. They're seeing something in this Hillsboro defense where they're over-pursuing or something, because that's 2 runs in a row where they've actually cut it back to the left against the pursuit and had 2 very good runs, a 10, 11-yarder, 7, 8-yarder to follow up. Clock keeps moving, and they're right there ready for another 1st down.
3rd down and 2, and they're kind of playing keep away now. 2 minutes left in this quarter. Hands it off this time to Wilkes. Nowhere to go. Now bounces it outside to the sideline. Pushed out of bounds. Close to the 1st down. Nice pickup by Wilkes. I think where the hole where that was designed to go was clogged up. Able to bounce it outside, get to the sideline, and pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, Hillsboro did a great job of getting up there and closing off that right side. Wilkes just put that hand out while everybody was fighting for space right there, kind of bounced it to the outside. so that he could get around the edge and at least get one and give him 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah, he did not pick up the first down. Gave him a spot shy of the first down. Going to be 3rd down and 1. 1:46 left. Clock stopped.
Wilkes came off limping after that play, too. Looks like they're over there taking a look at him on the Festus bench.
It is a perfect night for football. Very nice and cool. Not hot, not cold. Handoff right up the middle. This is Reddick. He pushes the pile, and the whole pile is past the first down marker. Obviously meaning a first down pickup for Festus. Good strong run from Reddick.
A lot of credit there to that Festus offensive line. They just dug deep and just drove forward. That was a pile of about 8 guys going forward on that play with Reddick right behind him to pick up the 2 yards they needed.
So a first down pickup for Reddick. And another good long drive. This drive over 2 minutes left. 2 minutes into this drive, they started at the Hillsboro 38. They're taking all kinds of time. Very slow, methodical on the sideline, getting the play call in, snapping it inside of 5 seconds. There's 8 seconds left on the play clock. Hayden under center with 40 left. Now he snaps it. Handed off on the right side. This is Reddick again. Puts his head down, dives forward, and he picks up maybe 5 on the play. Got it close to the 10-yard line.
Looks like they gave him a pretty good spot on that one. He's inside. He's about on the 9.
We get a timeout called by Hillsboro. We will take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
The same people you trust to clean up after fire or water disasters can also keep your house clean year-round. That's because the specialists at ServPro of Festus Hillsboro are trained in every category of clean. From mold remediation to cleaning of carpets, upholstery, air ducts, roofs, and crawl spaces. They're here to help protect every square foot of your most valuable possession, your home. That's the Bright Cleanup Team at ServPro Festus Hillsboro. 636-467-5444. 467-5444. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
1:07 left in the third quarter. We've had a very quick game, and Festus has been very methodical, moving the balls, just picking up a couple yards at a time and getting those first downs. They've had a couple first downs this drive. They started at the 38. They've already taken 2 minutes and 50, a little over 40-something seconds in this third quarter. They might be able to take this all the way to the end of the fourth quarter, and they've got the ball at the Hillsboro 8.
It's a good opportunity because they've only got 4 yards to pick up the first down. They can get a first down inside the 5-yard line and really eat up the clock.
2nd and 5 at the 8. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go. Reddick is thrown down, and he will lose yardage. Number 30, Drew Carter, with the stop.
Drew Carter did a good job of penetrating that line that time. Festus has been so well there and stopping Reddick in his tracks there for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 1, 3rd down, and now probably 5 left for Festus with 40 seconds left, so they will have to snap it at least once with 14 on the game clock. Looking towards the sideline, they'll get the play call in. 17-6 leading for Festus with 2 seconds left in the play clock. Johnson running off to the right. He is tackled from behind. Clayton Vasali came in and chased him down, and he'll pick up 4 on the play. And he's going to be right at the line again. They mark him just shy of the 5-yard line. And they will mark it at the hash, and we shall see. I think they're going to be just short of the first down. So it'll be 4th down and a yard, and that is the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth quarter with Festus driving deep in Hillsboro territory and a chance to add to their lead, leading 17-6. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to high school football at KJFF. Ruger Days continue at Dunn Sporting Goods in Peevely.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
Ruger Days at Dunn's is your chance to get the best Ruger firearm at the best price. Like a Ruger 2245 Target Mark III for just $279.99. Or a Ruger SR22 pistol with free ammo and extra mag for just $299.99. Also during Ruger Days at Dunn's, check out a Ruger American Rifle 22 with composite stock 4-round magazine for $299.99. Or a Ruger American Rimfire Standard or Compact Rifle for $269.99. It's Ruger Days going on now at Dunn Sporting Goods. That's Dunn Sporting Goods, Highway 61, 67 in Peevely, or go to shopdunns.com. Ruger Days and Dunn's, the perfect combination.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
fourth quarter, Festus driving and taking all kinds of time to do it. Started this drive at the Hillsboro 38-yard line. They've got the ball at the Hillsboro 6 with the lead 17-6. And this has been a very slow-moving defensive struggle tonight. Kind of the opposite of what we would expect. Hayden under center, 4th down and goal. They'll take it. They'll hand it off right up the middle, and I think they picked it up. Whole pile is past the line again, and they pick up the first down. I think they'll get to the 2, so just shy of the goal line. So 1st and goal for Festus. Looks like they'll mark it at about the 2.
This third quarter has been a real testament to Festus' offensive line and Jaden Reddick. He already has 12 carries, 11 carries in the third quarter for 53 yards. It looks like Festus, not only are they trying to eat up clock, it looks like they're just trying to pound it at Hillsboro and really wear their defense down for that fourth quarter.
Well, this started in the third quarter with 3:50. That was only the 4th possession of the third quarter. Hayden hands it off right up the middle to Reddick. Touchdown, a 2-yard jump and into the end zone. Reddick scores again. That is his 9th touchdown of the season, and it puts Festus up 23-6 with the extra point upcoming.
After the work that Jaden Reddick has done here in the third quarter behind that offensive line, why not let him have the glory on that one? Let him punch it in on that last play. Let him go in here for 6.
Reddick with his 9th touchdown of the game. Andrew Hayden on to attempt the extra point to make it a 24-6 Festus lead. 26 seconds in. Snap was a little low. Hold was good, and Hayden puts it through. 24-6 Festus on top as we're in the start of the fourth quarter. We'll be back after a minute. You're listening to High School Football at KJFF.
Hi, this is Nick from the Jefferson County Family YMCA, reminding you that youth basketball is just around the corner. At the Y, we promise no tryouts and no bench warmers. Every player plays at least half of every game. Our program is progressive with multiple age-specific levels. Games are safe, exciting, and fun. We encourage fair play, positive competition, and family involvement. So bring your child to the Y, where they will develop skills that go beyond the court. Registration ends October 6th. Call 931-YMCA or visit ymcastlouis.org for details.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
26 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Festus extends the lead 24-6 on top of the Hillsboro Hawks here at Hillsboro. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Overly. Hayden set to kick it away. Trey Terry and Chris Walsh both deep to receive the kickoff. Marked it at the near hash. He will kick it towards Terry across the field. He'll field it at the 10. Running right up the near far hash marks, cut it back, and he is brought down at the 20-yard line, maybe the 21. About a 12-yard return for Chris Walsh, and that is where Hillsboro will take over.
Rob Robinson getting down there real quick to bring that down as quickly as he could, because Trey Terry's had some pretty nice returns tonight. They stopped him down there this time. Looks like they'll start on about the 22, 23-yard line for this one.
Hillsboro could really use a touchdown on this. It has been all Festus this half. Festus with over 10 minutes and 10:05 total time of possession for Festus in the second half. Hillsboro with really about a minute, with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
I am for 19 plays for Festus, 5 for Hillsboro.
Yeah, it's been all Tigers this half. Mock will go under center at the 23, dropping back to pass. Going to throw it over the middle. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Festus. They'll return it to the 10. Pulled out of bounds, and Chris Walsh, with the touchdown saving tackle number 42. Rob Robinson with the interception and the return. And that is exactly the opposite of what Hillsboro wanted, and Festus could score it again. After one play, Hillsboro turns it over.
Sam Mock had Brett Cole with about a 4-yard cushion out here on the right side. He was running that slant in. And when he slanted in, Sam saw him and he threw a beautiful ball to him. What he didn't see was Rob Robinson in that linebacker slot, that outside linebacker slot, sliding across the field to his left, stepped right in front of that ball and almost brought it back for a pick six.
So Festus will start it with the ball at the Hillsboro 4. Hand it off to Johnson, off right tackle, end zone, touchdown. They haven't signaled it yet. Festus has signaled it. No, they were going to say it's short. Both side judges are marking him short at the 1 line, 1 yard line. So a 3-yard pickup for Jarrett Johnson.
21 yards on 5 carries so far for Johnson. That knee must have come down a little quick. There was a little bit of a gap there. Good job by him to get through it and try for that 6. They got to try one more play here to see if they can get it in.
It has been all Festus with mistakes by Hillsboro. An interception on the first play of that drive. That's just an absolute backbreaker, and Festus could nearly put it out of reach with 10.5 minutes left. And off to Johnson, off right tackle. He falls down. Festus is saying he is in. Referees are not there, marking him down again at the 1, so no gain on the play for Johnson. He slipped up right as he got to about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to cut that inside of his end on that play and then decided to bounce it out to the right, but he went down on that play and they covered him up very quickly.
So 3rd down and goal from probably the 1-inch line for Festus. We have not seen a quarterback sneak from Andrew Hayden. Hayden not really a running quarterback. He has 8 carries for 30 yards. I would just give it to him. He hands it off. Touchdown right up the middle. They hand it off, and Festus extends their lead to go up 30-6 with the extra point upcoming on the easy touchdown dive.
That was just power football again. I think that was Reddick on the carry. They just drove it forward, put 6 more on the board. Unfortunately for Hillsboro, that's their 3rd miscue of this half. The fumble, the botched kick, and then the interception. That's going to put them in a real deficit here in the 4th quarter.
Hayden to attempt the extra point, snap is back, and they blow it dead. They whistle it right at the snap. So we will see what the penalty flags are about. It is a dead ball, foul, illegal procedure on Festus, so that will back them up 5 yards. And then Andrew Hayden's extra point will have to be 5 yards longer, but he has plenty of leg to. He could boot it probably from 30.
I have not seen Festus try one from very deep, but it wouldn't surprise me if Hayden couldn't hit about a 40-yarder.
He probably could. I think he put one through during pregame from about 40. 9:49 left in the game. Snap back, kick up, and it is through, and it is good by probably 25 yards. And Festus goes up 31-6 with 9:49 left in the game. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Hi, this is Mike Lowry with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law offices in Hillsboro or Festus. Since 1997, we have offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease and, most importantly, to achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsboro. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Comtree is now accepting medical and dental patients at our new facility in Hillsboro. Hi, this is Tracy Wicking. We accept most private insurances as well as Medicaid or Medicare. Those with no insurance may qualify for a sliding fee discount. Call us at 636-481-6040 for more information or to schedule an appointment at our new facility in Hillsboro. We want to be your healthcare home. 636-481-6040 or check us out online at comtree.org. Comtree, health happens here.
31-6 the lead for Festus with 9:49 left in the game here at Hillsboro. Andrew Hayden to kick it away. They'll kick a low bullet. Trey Terry will field it at the 5 with the hands above his head, up the right hash. And he followed Chris Walsh for the blocking, and he'll get to maybe the 25-yard line, and Hillsboro will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Their last drive, they threw an interception on the first play. Festus turned that into a touchdown, and they trail it by 25 with 9:42 left in this game.
This has been the Jaden Reddick show here in the third quarter. He has been phenomenal. 13 carries, 2 touchdowns, 56 yards. Power football by Coach Schmidt and Festus Tigers, just trying to wear down this Hillsboro defense and eat that clock up.
So Festus Hillsboro could use a couple big plays here if they want to come from behind down 31-6 with 9:42 left in the game. They flip it back to Walsh off left tackle. Flag down on the play. He'll get maybe 3. There is a flag in the backfield thrown by the head referee as an illegal shift. Now he's talking to the side line judge. Illegal shift on Hillsboro, so that will back them up 5 yards and another penalty by the Hawks.
Coach Freeman seems to be questioning that call. He's not sure why it's an illegal shift. I think he's talking to the side judge now, trying to figure this one out.
So an illegal shift on Hillsboro will back them up 5 yards, and it will make it first down and 15. 9:37 left in this contest here at Hillsboro. It has been all Festus from the very get-go. It has been certainly all Festus here in the first half. It was back and forth, at least time of possession-wise, but Festus able to get in the end zone. Here's Joe Melton right up the middle, breaks through a tackle, and now he is through the middle, finally chased down from behind and drags the tackler 5 yards. A good run by number 1, Joe Melton. Big play by Hillsboro, something they could really use.
Joe Melton broke about 3 tackles right up the middle of the field. He's showing us he's got some speed. Absolutely took off. When the tackler came in, I think he actually got kicked as he was trying to drag the player down, just in his back kick as he was running.
Yeah, so there's a Festus player down. Fastest player down on the field right now. Many top high school students choose Jefferson College for its high-quality, innovative academic programs and flexible class options. Studies show that Jeffco graduates who transfer to 4-year universities do as well or better academically than their peers. Discover the Jefferson College Advantage. Call 636-481-3000 or visit jeffco.edu and discover your future today. Take a look at some of the other scores from around the area. Oakville on top of Northwest 48-6 in the fourth quarter. Fox on top of Seckman 21-6 in the fourth. Lift for Life leads St. Vincent 6-0 in the third. Windsor leads DeSoto 35-33. A tight one in DeSoto. That's in the third quarter. Afton all over Perryville 42-0 in the fourth quarter. Duchesne leads North County 31-14 in the fourth quarter. Grandview trails Valley Catholic 62-6 in the fourth quarter. Jefferson, R7, and Crystal City are in a tight one, with R7 leading 14-12 in the fourth quarter. Herculaneum leads St. Pius 20-14. That is a big game right there. That's in the fourth quarter. St. Genevieve on top of Fredericktown 22-8. Sykeston on top of Farmington 14-10. That's on KREI. Park Hill Central 29, Potosi 0. That's on J98 The Boot. The injured Festus player on the field was number 36, Josh Mobley. He is walking off under his own power. Russ Schmidt, the head football coach for Festus, has his arm around him, helping him off the field and talking to him a little bit. 9:18 left in this game, a 31-6 lead for Festus. Hillsboro could use a couple more big plays like that big run from Joe Melton before they run out of time, with 9 minutes and 18 seconds left. Hillsboro with the ball at the Festus 43. Mock under center. He flips it back to Walsh, following a blocker, nowhere to go, and he is brought down from behind. The blocker he was following, there were 3 players behind him. Logan Reynolds in on the stop, as well as 2 or 3 other Tigers.
Logan Reynolds met him about 3 yards back in the backfield, and he tried to tackle his blocker and Walsh at the same time to blow that play up.
Loss of 2 on the play. Sets him back at the 45 of Festus, 8:48 and counting. Hillsboro breaks the huddle. Mock under center, dropping back, looking to the right, gonna throw it deep to Cole, and it is incomplete. Just out of his outstretched arms. Didn't look like he reached out completely to make that catch. but it falls incomplete, and it will bring up third down.
That was a very dangerous pass. He really floated that thing up there for a long time. It's a good thing that Festus doesn't play with a free safety deep. That would have been trouble. That ball was up there for a good 2-3 count.
Yeah, really neither team has played any deep safeties. They've got one basically safety deep, but it's been single coverage on the outside. But it really doesn't seem like any one of these quarterbacks has enough accuracy to put on the receiver. Here's an end around. This is Castleman down the sideline to the 10, cuts back in at the 5, touchdown as he's tackled in the end zone. A great run by number 2, Seth Castleman, for a 45-yard touchdown run to put Hillsboro on the board again.
Seth Castleman racking up the stats. Great play call. Ran it to the wide side of the field. It was blocked excellently. The wide receiver came in, sealed the end for him. Seth saw green and took off. 3 Festus Tigers in pursuit. A nice cutback move at the 5-yard line. Got tackled, but he came down in the end zone. Give Castleman 48 yards on 2 carries.
There's a lady standing right in front of us here with a Castleman shirt. I would assume she's a Castleman fan. Hillsboro will go for 2. They hand it to Walsh on the sweep. It's easy into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. And it's now 31-14 with 8:22 left. A little life in those Hillsboro Hawks with 8:22 left. We'll take a minute timeout. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart. Gazaway Auto Center, located at the intersection of Highway A and Z in Hillsboro, provides quality, professional service for all of your mechanical and auto body repair needs. They have certified technicians to repair your vehicle, whether it's dings, dents, collision restoration, or mechanical. Gazaways also sells used vehicles with guaranteed finance approval. Call 636-937-3782. And remember, for everything automotive, think Gazaway.
Hillsboro will kick it off with 8:22 left. They'll kick it low, and it will roll out of bounds. It will get an illegal procedure penalty on Hillsboro. Last time they did that, Festus asked them to re-kick that. We shall see. Well, the 45-yard touchdown run by Seth Castleman shows a little life still in this Hillsboro team, and Seth Castleman's mommy likes it. She's standing right in front of here in the press box, and she called herself his mommy, so that's why I am calling her that. I'm sure he appreciates me talking about that on the radio.
Joe Melton exploded for a 31-yard run right up the middle. And Josh Mobley really had to track him down to bring him down. That really sparked some life in the Hillsboro offense. Then they bust one for 45 on a great run by Castleman. Give themselves a little spark, a little life, a little energy to see what they can do here on defense to try to get themselves back in this game.
So Festus will take it at the 35, 1st and 10, 8:22 left in this game. Hillsboro trailing by 3 scores. Hayden under center. He hands it off to Wilkes on the end around with plenty of room. Cuts back to the middle, and he is brought down. A nice tackle made by number 2, Seth Castleman.
Jordan Wilkes was looking to cut that back against the grain, and he did a good job. If he would have looked to the right, there was nothing but green out there. He actually outsmarted himself on that play.
Well, I would say it's a 10-yard pickup, but if it was a 10-yard pickup, it'd be a first down. So it's basically a 9-yard and I would say 30-inch run by Jordan Wilkes, 2nd and inches for Festus, 7:45 and counting. In the game of Festus, 31-14 lead. Coulter Eggmeyer, the lone receiver on the right side, but Sally in single coverage with a lot of big cushion. Handoff right up the middle to the fullback, number 42. That is Rob Robinson, and he piles forward into Hillsboro territory for a first down. A good, strong run by Robinson. Kept the feet moving and pushed the pile.
They list Robinson at 5'9", 170. He was running that ball like Reddick. He just put that head down and just kept driving.
And now they're saying Hillsboro has the ball. A fumble on the play. I completely missed it. And now as Hillsboro reacts, they throw a flag.
I
think they're saying there's a flag on Festus. I completely missed the fumble. But they say that Hillsboro has it. And now we've got a penalty on Festus as well.
I think it's an unsportsmanlike conduct because they actually pointed at a player. I think he may have said something after that play.
And now they're waving the flag off. So no flag on the play, and Hillsboro comes away with the fumble by Rob Robinson and a little life into this Hillsboro team, trailing 7-17 with 7:26 left.
Just when it looked like Festus was really going to stand on him and drive this down, Hillsboro with two great plays by Melton and Castleman. Now they take away the ball just like Festus did to start the third quarter. Hillsboro's got excellent field position on their own 46-yard line.
Mock under center at their own 46. Mock dropping back the pass, going to throw it deep, looking for Chris Walsh. It's caught at the 25. He high steps in, touchdown. One play, and Hillsboro is right back into this ball game on a great pitch and catch from Mock to Chris Walsh. One play, and still a little life in this Hillsboro team. They're not done yet.
I'm standing back here wondering if Hillsboro wasn't setting that play up the entire game. Just keep drawing in that lone free safety, keep drawing him in, keep moving Walsh around, and when they saw what they wanted, when they really needed it, pull it out, pop one off, 54 yards, 6 points.
Sorry. A big play from Sam Mock. I say he was high-stepping into the end zone, and it wasn't a Deion Sanders kind of showboat move. It wasn't showboating. I said that. I don't want to make you think that he was kind of showboating on the play. And it looks like we'll get a timeout call here by Hillsboro. So Hillsboro will call a timeout. They will most likely try to go for 2. But it would still be a 2-possession game, even if they did get the 2-point conversion here. How about this, Eric Oberle? We think Hillsboro's out of it, and then all of a sudden, 2 big plays. And
I've got to think Coach Freeman had that one in his back pocket the whole game. Right down the middle of the field. That's the first pass that's been thrown right down the middle of the field. He took a 4-step drop, planted that back foot, and heaved that thing as far as he could right down the hash marks. Walsh ran right up underneath of it. It was set up beautifully by the first 3 quarters the way Hillsboro ran their offense.
That's the 4th catch of the season for Chris Walsh, his 2nd receiving touchdown. He averaged, coming into this game, he was averaging 32 yards per catch. So Mock under center, they go for 2. They hand it off to Walsh, dives in. And I think they're going to say he did not get it. Did not get it, though they fall short. Hillsboro still trails by 11 with 7:18. Hey, don't go anywhere. This is still a lot of time left in this game. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
The Great American Sales Drive is here at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center. Hi, this is Brad Smith. Right now, get rebates from $1,000 to $3,500 on all minivans, plus 0% for 75 months, plus no payment for 90 days. Or check out the new 2015 Chrysler 200 with a huge $2,000 rebate. And for Ram, we've got you covered with a $299 sign and drive lease or $2,500 rebate plus 0% for 75 months. See us today at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus or at lucasmith.com.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peevely, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peevely, caring beyond prescription.
7:18 left in the ball game. A couple big plays from Hillsboro, and they are back within 2 scores with 7:18 left in the game. They will kick it away. Jordan Wilkes standing at his own 14-yard line, and Jarrett Johnson back there standing at the 14 as well. Hillsboro will kick it deep and place it at the near hash. The kick is away. They try the onside kick. It bounces over the Festus head, and Hillsboro has recovered. Hillsboro has recovered the onside kick. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play right at the 40-yard line where Hillsboro kicked it, and you would assume that would be a Hillsboro offside. That was a perfect onside kick, though.
Absolutely perfectly executed, but I was actually watching the far side of the field. I kind of expected him, if he was going to do the onside, to go to that side of the field, and there was a player on that side that was about 1.5 yards off. It was a pretty obvious call. Festus catching a break there.
Yeah, huge break because Trey Terry recovered it easily. And they will leave what it looks like the hands team on for Hillsboro. They'll back up 5 more yards. Do they try it again now that Festus knows it's coming? Of course, they might have thought that it was coming before.
Well, judging by the people I'm looking at on the front line of this kick, I would say that they knew it was coming, and they decided to go ahead and stick with it anyway.
So they will place the ball back at the 35-yard line. 7:18 left, an 11-point lead for Hillsboro. They tried the onside kick and got it perfectly last time. The offside penalty knocked them back. Will they try it again, and will they be able to recover? Here we go. Kick is low on the ground. It will be short to Wilkes. He will pick it up at the 24. Going up the sideline, now brought down at the 40 to the 42. And they kicked it away to him, and Festus will take over at their own 42-yard line.
Good return by Wilkes to pick that up. Give Festus great field position again. This is what Hillsboro didn't want to do. They wanted that onside kick. This game would have gotten real interesting if it wasn't for that offside call.
Yeah, that would have been a huge turn for Hillsboro. So Festus will take over halfway between the 42 and 43-yard line with 7:12 to go. And if you're a Hillsboro tackler right now, you are hacking at the ball, trying to get another turnover. Egmeyer will be the lone receiver out to the right side. Hayden in at quarterback, standing under center. Wilkes goes in motion. They hand it off to him. Around the right side, cuts it, trying to get to the outside. He gets to the sideline, close to the first down. He goes out of bounds. I think they'll mark him just shy of the line to gain. We'll see. Actually, I think he might have picked that up. I think he picked that up by about 1 yard, so it'll be a good 11-yard run for Jordan Wilkes.
That was an excellent run considering there wasn't much room over there. Jordan Wilkes really had to light it up and turn the burners on to get around that edge and dive to pick up the first down.
Into Hillsboro territory at the Hawk 46. Clock stops at 7:04. The crowd is not quite as big, but doesn't look like there's been a lot of people have left. There's still a packed house here of Hillsboro and Festus fans here at Hillsboro High School. 31-20, Festus on top of the ball. Johnson with the carry off right tackle, dives forward. He'll fall forward for 5. And now a late flag comes in after the play was over. And we'll have to see what the flag was on. It came in right as Johnson was going to the ground, and it looks like Johnson is slow to get up again. He has been slow to get up a couple times.
I think you're looking at an unsportsmanlike conduct here. Somebody came in with the helmet
a little late.
Nailed him when he was already backwards and almost on the ground.
Yeah, so that could be a 15-yard penalty on Hillsboro. On personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Hillsboro. That is a bad penalty at a bad time because you give the Hawks Festus 15 free yards when you're trying to get a turnover, and that will not make the Hillsboro coaches happy.
You just did a great job of taking the momentum back, putting yourself right back in the game, and then you essentially, the proverbial, shoot yourself in the foot.
Referee still sorting this one out, so they will mark 15 yards off from the spot of the foul. They will mark it at the 28-yard line of Hillsboro, and a first down for Festus. That will kill Festus. Kill you if you're Hillsboro if Festus turns this into a score.
We talked about a couple of points in this game time that you pointed out could be the play of the game that really were standing up. That could be the play of the game right there.
So 1st and 10. Festus, 6:47 left in this game. Looks like St. Pius has won it, or will go on to win it, with 42 seconds left. We'll tell you about that more here. A negative play for Festus as the runner is pushed backwards for a loss of 2. That will be second down.
Ochoa came through there, knocked the offensive tackle backwards, and just blew that play up.
It looks like St. Pius just took a very late lead over Herculaneum. It looks like St. Pius might go on and win it late. Second down and 12 to go for Festus, but still time coming off the clock, under 6 to play. Hayden under center, Wilkes in motion, handed off to Wilkes. Off right tackle, hit and stopped. Nowhere to go. The Hawks defense stepping up here late, and that will bring up another 3rd and long.
We'll see what Festus can pull out of their hat here after that 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Hillsboro's defensive front is doing a great job of digging in and just filling up all the spaces.
It will be a 3rd down and long for Festus again. Festus going into the huddle. The Hillsboro fans stopping, clapping, shouting defense, doing all they can to help their team make some noise and come up with a big stop here late. The clock continues to roll, 5:08 left. 31-20 the Festus lead with the ball at the Hillsboro 30. Hayden rolling to his left. He's going to pull it down and run it. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss, and that will bring up a big 4th down. Clayton Vasali, also Drew Carter with the stop, and Hayden will lose probably 10 yards on the play, and it will bring up a 4th down and 20 for Festus. But the clock continuing to roll.
Great job by the Hillsboro defense, staying disciplined, staying in their lanes, not over-pursuing on that play. Andrew Hayden's first run of the game. Hillsboro had that one snipped out, shut it down quick.
4th down. If you're Festus, you could use a little pooch punt and down them inside the 5. Now the Hillsboro Hawk defenders are lifting their arms in the air, asking their fans to make some noise, and the fans respond. And I think Festus is going to call a timeout. They might have taken a delay of game penalty. Yeah, looks like we'll get a delay of game penalty on Festus. So if you're doing that, I would assume that they will probably punt it away here. So it will be a delay of game penalty on Festus. That will back them up 5 yards, give them a little bit more room to punt this away.
I would have been real curious if Andrew Hayden could have hit one from 28, 35. That would have been a 45-yarder. I would have been curious to see if Festus would have tried it before that sack.
I would have liked to see it, too. That was probably right at his range. We'll have to ask Coach Schmidt that after the game. Really, if you're Festus, though, you didn't really, you're up 2 scores here. Now you're just trying to down him inside the 5. Hayden back to punt it away. Seth Castleman back to receive it. Hayden rolling to his right. He will punt it. It will bounce at the 10, roll, and Castleman will pick it up at the 10 with room to run, spins through him, and he picks up a good return up past the 25. That's a dangerous play for Castleman, but he gained Hillsboro 15 extra yards.
That'll give your coach gray hair real quick when you pull a play like that. All that defense is standing down there around you, just waiting to cover that ball up, and you bop that off. But he did a great job of it. He pulled it off and got him at least up to the 27-yard line.
That might be like in Major League where it's just nice catch, Hayes. Don't ever do it again. Hey, nice play, Castleman. Don't ever do it again. Final score from Herculaneum. St. Pius wins 28-20. And Pius remains undefeated in conference play and moves to 4-1. 3:58 left in this game. Hillsboro trailing 2 scores. They hand it off, and not much on this play. They'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. And I think we're going to get a timeout called by Hillsboro. Lee Freeman, the head coach, walking out towards the players. We'll get a timeout called by Hillsboro. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
See Alan Depew, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Crystal City. If you're in Jefferson County, Alan's got you covered.
Out of the timeout, Hillsboro trailing 31-20 with the ball. 3:49 left in the game at their own 29, looking at a 2nd and 8.
After a great first half by Chris Walsh, here in the second half, I have him for 4 carries, 0 yards, but he does have the 54-yard reception he took in for 6.
Hillsboro takes the snap. Mock dropping back to pass. Now he's going to pull it down and run. Now he flips it, and it's caught by Melton, and he's taken off, and he's close to the 50-yard line on a big first down pickup by Hillsboro. Do we have a flag? And now they say he fumbled the ball, and Festus comes away with it. No way! A fumble by Melton, and Festus comes away with it at the Hillsboro 49. Oh, a back-breaking turnover for Hillsboro.
An incredibly athletic play by Sam Mock.
Referee's about to make a call. Illegal forward pass on Hillsboro. I was wondering if he was past the line of scrimmage, and he was. And I think Coach Freeman is actually asking for it. So that's actually going to back that play up. That's good. Festus is going to decline it, and they will take the ball at the Hillsboro 49. Another costly turnover for Hillsboro.
I promise you, Coach Freeman was over there telling him he was past the line of scrimmage. The second that ball came out, he wanted that penalty bad. After an incredibly athletic play by Mock, he was about a step, maybe a step and a half past that line of scrimmage when he flipped that pass out to Melton. But unfortunately, it was for naught. Now Festus has the ball on the 49-yard line.
Jefferson R7 defeats Crystal City 21-14. So a big win for Jefferson R7 over Crystal City, getting their first conference win. Got a conference game here in the MAFC Red Division. Festus on top of Hillsboro 31-20 with 3:38 left. Festus with the ball at the Hillsboro 49. Flip it out to Reddick, and he falls down. He'll get nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. Another back-breaking turnover by Hillsboro.
You have to give credit for that tackle. The Hawk painted in the middle of the field. The Turf Monster jumped up and bit him on that one. And that was absolutely a back-breaking play. They would at least have retained possession after the penalty if they hadn't have fumbled the ball. But now they're in pretty much a real rock and a hard place at this point with 3:27 left and Festus with the ball.
4 turnovers on the night for Hillsboro, and they have come at bad times. You had the interception on the first play of the drive earlier in this half. Then you have the fumble there. You had another costly fumble when they just basically got ripped away from the ball carrier.
Yep.
So that has been the Achilles heel of the night for the Hillsboro Hawks.
That was, I believe, the first carry of the third quarter for Hillsboro. They just tore the ball away. But it was only the second or third play. Just ripped the ball out of his hands. Festus went down and got 3 after that play, which a good team will do. After a turnover, you got to put points on the board. Right now, I'm sure Festus just wants to go back to the way they started the third quarter. Power football. Run the ball, run the clock, move the chains, and I doubt Coach Schmidt cares if he even puts points up on the board at this point, if he can kill the clock.
Yeah, you just want to take this 3 minutes and 27 seconds left off the clock and take this one home. A 31-20 lead for Festus. Hayden hands off to Johnson off the right tackle, sweeping. He'll pick up a good 8-yard pickup. He'll be close to the first down up to the Hillsboro 40-yard line.
Hillsboro's really pushing it up. They know what Festus wants to do. I counted 8-9 players in the box on that play. They're really trying to shut down that run. The only danger is when you put 9 in the box, if they bounce past that defense or get about 7 yards deep past that second line, it could be a track meet after that.
Clock continues to roll under 3 minutes to play. And Festus has been doing that this basically all half, keeping it inside the hash marks and snapping it under 5 seconds left in the game clock. Johnson again off right tackle, dives forward, and I think they're going to mark him short. He picked up a yard, but he's still going to be short of the line to gain. That could bring up 4th down.
Hillsboro are getting super aggressive on defense. That was essentially an 11-man blitz. They sent everybody at Festus on that one.
4th down here for Festus. I would imagine they would go for it and try and retain possession and run this clock out. 17 on the play clock, 2:10 and counting on the game clock. Hillsboro just standing around. Andrew Hayden backpedaling onto the field. Looks like Hillsboro's going to call a timeout here right at the end of the play clock. So they will call a timeout with 1:57 left in the game. We'll take the timeout as well. We'll be back after this. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Summer break is over. The kids are back in school, and you haven't got to take that weekend getaway you've been wanting. Well, call the babysitter because at AAA Check Advance, first-time customers can get a loan with 0% interest. That's right, borrow money for free. Find out how by calling AAA Check Advance with locations in Crystal City and Farmington, because you need a weekend getaway.
1:57 left in this game. Hillsboro trailing Festus 31-20. Festus with the ball at the Hillsboro 30, call it the 40-yard line. It looks like Festus is going to come on and go for it on fourth down, looking at fourth and half a yard, and why not? The way that Festus has been able to move the ball with their running backs. Hayden under center. Hands it off to the up man. I think that's Reddick. He might be stopped short. They might have stopped him short. We'll have to get a measurement on this one. It was Reddick on the carry, and he was tripped up right as he got to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to come on and measure it.
I was watching both side judges. The one on this side near us, he was not quite as deep as the other one. And it looks like the side judge on that side is going to mark it.
So they will bring the sticks out. 1:53 left. This is a big measurement here. Festus gets this one. You could probably say this game is over. They stretch it out, and they did it. Festus picks up the first down. Their sideline erupts. The Festus fans erupt, and I think they realize that they have just about got this game in hand. 1:53 left, an 11-point lead with the ball at the Hillsboro 39, and I think that is quieted the Hillsboro fans.
Hillsboro doesn't have any timeouts left. Festus can pretty much milk it out here. Not a whole lot Hillsboro can do about it, short of just ripping the ball away. A great defensive play is what they really need here.
That's about all you can really hope for at Hillsboro is rip the ball out and return it for a touchdown, get an onside kick in one play, but stranger things have happened. 1st and 10, Festus from the 39. Hand off to Reddick, off right tackle, goes forward. Good 4-yard pickup by Reddick through the pile. And that will roll the clock, and that should just about do it. They could run this down to under a minute to play. And I think they've got enough time left. They can just run this one out.
Jaden Reddick and that offensive line of Festus have been very impressive here in the second half. They're just pounding the football, old-fashioned, drive it forward, keep moving the chains. Jaden Reddick driving the legs. He's a fun runner to watch because he starts out straight up, and as soon as he sees the contact coming, those shoulder pads drop down, and he just punishes defenders.
2nd down and 6, under 45 seconds left to play. Hayden hands it off to Reddick, off right tackle. Runs forward, good pickup. Bounces off a couple tacklers. I think he picked up the first down, but it doesn't really matter. 33 seconds on the game clock. They have not started the play clock yet. Festus fans are cheering, and I think that will do it. 31-21 will be the final here from Hillsboro as Festus will come in and win it. Festus will move to 4-1 overall and 2-0 in conference play. Hillsboro will fall to 3-2 and 0-1 in conference play as well. 4 seconds left, and that will do it. Festus, the winners here tonight from Hillsboro High School in what has been a very good game, just what we would expect from Hillsboro. A heavyweight matchup of two teams that probably didn't go the style that we would expect with the defensive battle, but a good rivalry game tonight.